NNPC declares 905 billion naira profit for June, remits 6.96 trillion naira in 5 months. Tinubu seeks National Assembly approval for additional $347 million loan. Suspense as Tinubu moves APC NEC meeting to presidential villa. APC senators rise to 70 as 4 PDP lawmakers defect. Nigerian passports climb to 88 in global ranking, highest in 5 years. You will cry if you see our schools. Bauchi residents criticize Governor Mohammed over 7.8 billion naira assembly complex renovation. Summary of the news. NNPC declares 905 billion naira profit for June, remits 6.96 trillion naira in 5 months. NNPC Limited remitted 6.96 trillion naira to the Federation account from January to May 2025, despite June profits dropping to 905 billion naira from 1.054 trillion naira in May due to global oil market shifts. Crude oil rose to 1.68 million barrels per day. Fuel supply improved and key pipeline projects AKK at 83%, OB3 at 96% made progress. Over 67,000 NYSC members were trained in June, totaling 870,000 plus. Figures are provisional. Tinubu seeks National Assembly approval for additional $347 million loan. President Bola Tinubu has asked the House of Representatives to approve an additional $347 million external loan under the 2025 to 2026 borrowing plan. The request is meant to cover a $47 million cost increase in the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. Tinubu said the revised projects were chosen for their potential to boost job creation, skills, entrepreneurship, and poverty reduction. The House referred the request to its Joint Committee on Finance, AIDS, Loans and Debt Management for review. This comes amid growing concerns over Nigeria's rising debt, which stood at over 121 trillion naira, $91 billion as of March 2025. Despite criticism, the government insists such loans are necessary to bridge infrastructure gaps and drive economic growth. Suspense as Tinubu moves APC NEC meeting to presidential villa. President Bola Tinubu has moved the APC National Executive Committee NEC meeting to the presidential villa in Abuja, citing logistics. The meeting, originally set for the party secretariat, will now hold at the banquet hall on Thursday, July 24, 2025 at 2 p.m. This is only the second NEC meeting to be held at the villa. The first was in 2020 under President Buhari. Notably, no national caucus meeting was announced ahead of this NEC session. APC senators rise to 70 as 4 PDP lawmakers defect. 4 PDP senators, Francis Fadahunsi, Oluwole Olubiyi, Anyeken Basi, and Samson Ekong have defected to the APC, increasing APC's Senate seats to 70. The move weakens the PDP, now with 28 seats, amid internal crisis and political shifts, especially in Akwa Ibom. Defectors cited party disunity and changing political tides. Senate President Akpabio welcomed them, hinting at more defections. Nigerian passport climbs to 88 in global ranking, highest in 5 years. The Nigerian passport has reached its highest position in 5 years, rising to 88 out of 199 in the latest Henley Passport Index. Despite the improvement, it still offers visa-free access to just 45 countries, nearly unchanged from last year. Nigeria shares this ranking with Ethiopia and Myanmar, reflecting its earlier position this year when it stood at 91st. The passport has seen fluctuations in recent years, ranking 90th in mid-2023 before dropping to 97th later that year, and was 98 in 2022 after hitting a low of 103rd in 2021. It currently ranks above only 6 African nations. Seychelles remains Africa's top passport at 24th globally, while Singapore holds the world's most powerful passport with access to 193 countries. Afghanistan remains last, and the US has dropped to 10th place. You will cry if you see our schools. Bauchi residents criticize Governor Mohammed over 7.8 billion naira assembly complex renovation. Residents of Bauchi State are condemning Governor Bala Mohammed's 7.8 billion naira plan to renovate the state assembly complex, calling it wasteful amid a worsening education crisis. With over 1.3 million out-of-school children and dilapidated schools like Kofa National Primary suffering leaking roofs and overcrowding, many argue the funds should be redirected to education. Critics say improving schools is a more urgent priority than upgrading legislative buildings. Follow for more. July 24th, 2025.